Hi friends. So today's topic is setting clear rules and setting your boundaries. So I will start with a question. Do you allow other peoples to determine what should your life should be? Or have you said yes when you don't want to say yes and you just to avoid conflict, you have just said yes? Do you felt that people's walk over all over you without, I will say, accepting you as it is, and they are not giving any importance to you? So, friends, the fact is that for being successful and if you want to have a happy life, you have to respect yourself. And for respecting yourself, you have to define your boundaries, that up to what extent you will be tolerating, and if you have to say no, then you will straightforward say no. So let's deep down this topic. Let us take the example of my friend Amit. He's very hardworking and he always also helps others. That whenever someone comes to him and he leave his job and he's saying he's doing other person job, then he's also working. And at the end of the day, what he feels exhausted, he feels unappreciated, he feels resentful. Now, coming to the psychology, why this happened? Why we become doormat of others? There are four reasons for this. The first reason is that if I will say no, people will not like me. This is the first reason, that fear of rejection. The second reason is that if we will start prioritizing ourselves, okay, we will be guilty that, oh, we are selfish. The third reason that why we are failing or why we are becoming doormat of other is that we have been raised like this, that, oh, I need to be nice all the time. I need to be nice all the time and at all the cost. And the fourth point is that we tie ourselves for our others people's approval, that whether I'm what I'm doing is correct or not. What I'm doing is correct or not. We are seeking others people's approval. So I want you to ask one question. So out of these four reasons, answer that why you become doormat of others from all the four options above. And what is the one reason that is uh, stopping you for setting your boundary? Is it validation? Is it seeking approval? Is it to be nicer? Is it fear of rejection? You have to ask yourself and answer this. Now, coming to the second part. In second part, someone said very true. Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are not walls. Basically, what they are? They are guidelines that how you want others to treat us. And when you set rules for yourself, you communicate what? Two things. First is your self-respect. Your self-respect. And second, you are communicating to others that you are not a doormat. And you should not be feel that you are a doormat of others and they should treat you with full respect rather than just a doormat. So, what are the practical steps? So, in the first step, you have to define that what are the things that you are currently tolerating. You just write it down. You can just take a paper, a pen and a paper, and just write it down. What are the things that you are tolerating in your life and you don't want to tolerate it? Is it constant interruption by your boss? Is it constant interruption by your colleagues? Is it constant interruptions by your family members or others? Or is it someone is disrespecting you? Or is it excessive favors that someone is asking you for a favors? The second step is that you have to establish clear rules. And while defining clear rules, you have to use assertive language. Suppose you're working daily from 9 to 6:30, okay? And for continuously on each day when you are finishing your job and your boss is asking to stay on daily basis to stay for 2 additional hours. For 2 additional hours on regular basis. So friends, you have to set your boundary that and say with assertiveness. For sometimes it is okay. For sometimes, some days it is perfectly fine. But I cannot work from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on daily basis. So this is establishing your clear rules. You have to write them. You can also write it down in specific what assertiveness language or what words you will be using. Now, if someone crosses your boundaries, okay, then you have to first visualize in mind that what you will be saying to him. And the best answer is simply saying no. Simply saying no. The other person will understand that you are not going to accept his current request or current approvals. And the fourth step is that you have to remind yourself that you have the right to set your own rules and boundaries. And remember, friends, remember, this is a golden rule that everyone is not going to happy with your setting new rules for your life, for your current situations. Take the example of a freelancer. If a freelancer is working, okay, he's working a lot, he's doing overtime, and people are just taking him granted. Then what will be the action he will be taking? He will simply say, no free work, no extra time. And what will he gain? He will be gain respect. He will be better paying clients. The another important aspect we can take is that when you be setting your boundaries, the people who are taking advantage of you will not be happy. So you have to prioritize yourself. And prioritizing yourself does not mean neglecting others. It means that you value your overbeing. You value your well-being, for which you are setting your boundaries. And you have to stay firm. You have to stay firm. And with passage of time, will the right people will be accepting your boundaries and they will be respecting you further. And wrong ones will fade away. So next time, whenever someone asks you for an unreasonable request, pause and ask, does this align with my values and limits that you have defined? So friends, life is very much short and we should be not be a doormat of others. Instead of it, we should be utilizing our time, our energy, our peace for protecting our values. So what is the one boundary that you will be start setting today? This is a question for the day. That what is one boundary that you will be start setting today? The more you respect yourself, the more others will respect you. So friends, do share in the group that what one boundary you will be starting today. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you so much for your time. Signing off for the day. Thank you.